EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Locke. Finds his tight end, Graham. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. Now this time, Locke will throw. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
He's taken down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Grove.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4 yards. And the Panther first down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Gonzalez looking to throw on second down. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Gonzalez. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down now. Grove, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people at field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be 4-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Nixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Now left, he's got it to Everett. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The tackle
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Block working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
First down, Panthers.
First down, Grove, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, Gonzalez. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Joe Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Locke. This is caught by Jackson. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Gain of 3. Brings up.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
It's the game at 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He's under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Operating from the gun. And it's caught by Jackson. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, block. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gonzalez. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Gonzalez. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Lane. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Clock now on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again on second down. Lock. Oh, that's just not fair. And they're room to run. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Throwing again. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Lock. Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. We'll circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Gonzalez throwing on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Gonzalez. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Locke. It's intercepted. Picked up inside the 10, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Gonzalez. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Saints are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Clock now to throw. And throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20.
You do
10.
this too.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
The kicker.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And this carries into the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A big play there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Gonzalez to throw on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
12 at the 10-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and here's Long. He's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 60 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Panthers' 3-yard line.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down and goal to go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Play action. Now it's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and...
They'll keep it on the ground. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So So for the Saints, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to